Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back. I guess. All right, guys, I was not going to do an update, and this is not an update video, as some of you guys just seen the 2-week update yesterday. But this video is going to be very quick, and I'm going to address something. And I'm hoping that a lot of these new pepper growers out there, or not even new, some people that just, I'm hoping that this can help some people out, all right? So, was it 3 years ago? 3 years ago. Okay, 3 years ago, I planted my seedlings. I left the heat mat. As you see, there's no heat mat under there no more. Okay, pay attention. 3 years ago, I left the heat mat under the plants for 3 weeks. Okay, and I will say this: that leaving that heat mat under the for 3 weeks. First thing is, I didn't have a lot of late poppers. I had a lot of the stuff was popped. 3 days all the way through to 7, and then the longest it took somewhere like 10 days. Okay, so I got everything popped up nice and early. That was 3 years ago. Okay, and then I left the heat mat in for 3 weeks, and what happened was my plants actually, they looked a little bit more advanced than this, right? They started having more true leaves on them, and so on and so forth. Now, pay attention, okay? Was it last year? Yeah, last year when I grew, I only had the seed mat on them for 1 week, all right? 1 week. That was it. And I got a lot of stuff that popped. Some stuff didn't, but I took them off the seed mat because I did not want something to go wrong. I had them on the counter. If one of the kids or somebody took the probe out, I just didn't want to chance it. And I was not in no hurry. I didn't care. Eventually, other seeds popped over the next week and a half after that, and it was fine. Now, where am I going with all this? I keep seeing people in the pepper groups. Just now, I just seen one, and I just seen one last night, and then I seen one or two the day before. And they're showing pictures of plants that look like this, right? And they're like, I'm on week 3, or I'm in between weeks 2 and 3. My plants aren't growing. And I see these fools in there telling them to give their plants nutrients, or, whatever the case may be. Listen to me. I found out last year because I took that heat mat off. Heat mat helps with root development, plus it sprouts the seeds quicker. I found out that for me last year, between weeks 2 and 3, it was slow, okay? It was almost like a stage of them developing roots and getting ready to go on a full-blown rampage, all right? So when you wonder why aren't my seedlings growing, and you're at that 3-week phase, just be patient. Don't overwater them, because that'll kill them and they won't grow at all. You see, I don't know if anyone knows about this kind of starting mix that I'm using, but it's moist. It's not soaking wet. You don't see it. Like, it would be dark black if it was soaking wet. It'd be light brown if it was dry. If it was too dry. I have them moist. I watered them yesterday. Let me show you guys what I water with. 2 things. One is this. This is just a squirt bottle. And I just go like this. I don't know, there's not a lot of water in there. That's all I do. Just go around and hit each cell. Bang, bang, boom. You can do it fast if you want. That's what I'll water them with in the daytime. They don't need to be watered right now. So I'm going to actually skip today, and then I'll water them tomorrow morning before I leave for work. Or tomorrow I make sauce bright and early. I might just water them a little bit tonight. So what I do is I water them like every 2 days, whenever they need it, with something like this. Do not bottom water these yet. Don't listen to those guys online that tell you to bottom water them right from the beginning. What's going to happen if you bottom water these is this tray is going to, I can feel that that's got enough water, and I know by the weight, okay? But you go putting water in there. I gotta clean that tray out. There's a lot of dirt from when I planted. And I will clean it out, and I will bottom water, but just not now. You go bottom watering this is gonna completely get soaked, right? It's gonna suck up all that water. These cells, you don't got, the plants aren't that size. They don't have the root structure to use up all that water. So, I mean, come on, you don't do it. At nighttime, not in the day because I have the lights on. I don't want to burn the plants. I go in with the spray bottle. It's a glass bottle, okay? It works like a charm. That's all I do. At night, go in with a little spray. What's it do? Watch. See? First of all, it knocks the plants around like a torrential rain. I do put a fan on these. I'll put the fan on them in a few minutes here, actually. And I'll turn the tray around so the fan can kind of hit them from every angle. I do have a small fan that goes in this closet, but Mrs. Bulcock took it somewhere, and I haven't seen it yet. So, but that I can have a fan on them a lot more often. But if you don't have something that you can do that with, look at, we got another little baby there. If you don't have a fan that you can have on them continuously, well, it's not, I don't agree with having a continuous fan, but something, you know, some people have stuff with timers. I mean, I have a timer right here for the thermostat when I have the seed mat on it. And this power strip has a timer on it. You know, I can hook up a timer with the fan, or that I have a fan that actually shuts off. You can put it on in 15 minutes, half hour, hour, 2 hours. If you don't have anything like that, you can just get yourself a simple oscillating fan, something like this, okay? That's all. It's got 3 speeds on it, and you could just use that. That's something cheap from Walmart, and just, you know, throw it on there for a couple hours a day. They don't need to have a constant fan on. You want them to have a couple hours, 1 hour, 2 hours tops. That's all you need. And if you don't have a fan, do what I'm doing. Go through and flick them like this a couple times. I'm sure people don't want to do that, but you know, if your fan broke and you're worried about it, you don't have any money till next Friday to get another fan, then you go through and just rough them up a little bit. What that does is that makes them stronger, and it gets them ready. Makes them stem stronger and gets them ready for when they go outside so they can handle wind. But these are very early on. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. Why aren't my plants growing? Okay. They're not growing most likely because you're in that stage where everything has popped. Another thing, if you say, for instance, you had like me, I had these further away from the lights. Ooh, look at that. They started getting big. They're growing good. Then all of a sudden you see something like this. Oh no, it's not growing. No, I moved them closer to the lights. See what I'm saying? So anyways, that's all I want to talk about. If you're in that stage, week 3, be patient. Don't overwater them. Don't give them any damn nutrients. If you're at 3 weeks and you have a good starter mix or potting soil, they don't need it. They don't need the nutrients. I'm telling you, especially if you're a beginner and you don't know what you're doing. Now, I understand the Fox Farms 3-pack, and if you know how to mix those nutes at half strength and you want to put a little bit in, that's fine if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, don't give them any nutrients. Trust me, I don't have any nutrients in this house except for stuff when they go outside, which I use. That right there. It's organic tomato and vegetable. Dr. Earth, this stuff works like a charm. I just mix that in with the soil. Oh, I found another fan. Oh, look at that. Mrs. Bulcock broke this one, but doesn't matter. You know what I can do? I can plug it in, and I can actually just put it in here and let it blow. It doesn't have to blow directly on them. I can just kind of set this up and let it blow around just to give good air circulation, and it will move them just a little bit. All right, guys. Why aren't your plants growing? Be patient. Yeah.